Whoa, Stickosaurus here. And today we're going to start work on a Zyuohger the World. Now, I didn't get the beginning of this because I started it way back in December. It was actually the first time I put in my Ender 5 Plus. And it printed beautifully, but I don't know. I might have put the wrong percentage on the back sizing. So nothing ever quite fit up quite right. I don't think it's the model's fault. It's a 3D Command Center model, and it is beautiful. My goal was to make it move like he does, to go through each stage, but as you'll see, that doesn't end up being the end game of this. But again, I have some pictures I'll throw up here, probably throughout this, of the first couple steps I took on it. I think we're going to jump into it here when it's just primed for the first time. Yeah, I didn't even sand it because I tried fitting it all together and didn't fit. So, but yeah, let's get to it.
So another issue I had with this helmet was the Rhino part, the bottom here, it didn't print, so I rebuilt it with epoxy sculpt many months ago. That's why I don't have footage of it. And I just moved on with the other pieces to try to get it done. So the other pieces are already sanded and primed the first time, and we're just going to move on to sanding and priming the Rhino part now as well. And then here we are, priming again with filler primer. The Rhino part I should have, after this sanded with 200 and then primed it again, but I didn't. I just moved on to wet sanding. In the end, I think it definitely affected the quality of it, but we'll see. And then we're moving on to my favorite part, wet sanding. Just doing it with 400 grit and 500 grit sandpaper. A lot of parts to this helmet. I can't imagine putting this helmet not in parts, so I really don't think there's a better way to do it. And again, it's supposed to move, but I'm just real bummed I couldn't get that figured out. And here we're moving on to the base coat. All these parts just got a base coat of black gloss. As you can see, the Rhino part probably could use another round of sanding, but it turns out okay. And here's the mouth plate for the alligator mode, or Rhino mode. I guess it's the mouth plate, the head part for the alligator mode. My apologies, but it's just gold. And then doing the silver parts on the main helmet, that would be for the wolf mode. Then after that, just moving on, doing the red eyes for the Rhino part. At this point, I think I have the helmet already glued together, and I just decided it wasn't going to be able to move, so that's where we're at with this. Okay, and here I'm going to do the white accents. I'm using a little bit of masking just to get a straight edge across the front of the helmet so it looks better. Since I rebuilt that, I kind of had to freehand it. And then just using a black acrylic marker to do the fine lines. Okay, and after that, we're going to move on to the top coat. I just do 2 heavy coats of clear gloss. And you can see the Rhino horn probably could use another round of sanding, but again, the gloss is going to make it look better anyway. Next we're going to do the visor. I just kind of freehanded this with a rectangle piece of visor material I use. This visor sits farther back than usual since it has all the other bits in front and it can change. So it looks like it's like very recessed, but it's actually pretty flush with the wolf part, the main section of the helmet. And then just adding magnets. There's no keys, so I add 4 magnets. And then the elastic.
Alright, there is Zyuohger the World, finished. This is a 3D Command Center model. I don't know if I said that in the beginning or not, but I just want to make sure because it is wonderful. And technically, it is able to transform into its 3 different modes. And I did paint it, all 3 sections. I didn't skimp on that. But I couldn't get mine to transform. I think when I printed this top part, the horn part, I think I put the wrong scale in, so it was a little off, and I think it was just by a little bit, and it couldn't quite get it to fit enough to turn. It was too tight up in the front. I tried sanding it down, I tried melting the plastic in the back and make it thin, and I just could not get it to where it could go up and down. So I decided to just glue it in place and went with the Rhino configuration. I asked my buddies, I did a poll which one I should do, and this is the one they chose. And I'm glad I did. I think my least favorite one's probably the wolf, I think it is. The crocodile's pretty cool. That's the one I kind of wanted, but, you know, 2 against 1. And I like this one as much as well, so it didn't really matter to me. But this thing is heavy. I think altogether it was probably over a pound of filament. So it's all in the front, and it really feels like it. But again, this doesn't have any keys, but it has 4 magnets in it, and it doesn't come apart. I know someone was asking me if 2 magnets was enough. If you saw my Shinkenger red helmet, Samurai red helmet, I showed you how I make those magnets, and it holds. It holds. I don't feel like this thing's gonna fall off my head. It's a little snug with my glasses on, but it does fit very nice. I like Zyuohger. I never finished it. I only saw 30 episodes, and currently, as of right now, my Super Sentai journey that I've been slacking on, I'm on Geki Ranger. So I still got a little bit good, so I can finish the series for once. But I have a Zyuohger Elephant and a Zyuohger Shark that is terrible. I actually bought a new model off 3D Command Center to print a better version of that. Because the one I had was just a puppet core that I really had to make work. And it just turned out not great. It looks okay, but it's not great. So definitely going to be doing that when I get in the future. But yeah, I love how this thing turned out. I think it's a really cool helmet design to begin with. If I made another one, I'd try to get to move. If not, I'd probably make a crocodile configuration, I think it's called. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram, or you can comment. Please like and subscribe. I want more videos coming. And hopefully I get going that Super Sentai journey. I don't know if people really enjoy it, but I like going back after I've already seen the series and seeing all the villains and stuff again and remembering, oh yeah, that was pretty cool. And I have my Battle Kenya ready for the video, so that is on the docket once I get past working on these helmets. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.